So if you are a brass instrument, I would like you to play a dynamic softer than what is written, unless you have the melody, like the, you know what I'm talking about, right?
No, they don't. They're high school kids. They have no idea.
Okay, so like at
Sing it for us.
that one. Unless you have that, then you can play the actual dynamic written. But otherwise, play it a little softer so that our false brass up here can project. We can hear that part. Is that okay? Good deal. All right. Let's start at F. 1, 2, ready, and. Let's go back to F, and I want to work, let's play F to G one more time, okay? And what I want you to focus on this time is just make sure that you're entering at the right time. Okay, so really solid entrance, okay? 1, 2, ready, and. Alright, so trombones at 5 after F. Do you have an accent on that first note? I want you to play an accent, okay? Because everyone else has an accent, and you guys can have some really helping accent power, so make it happen, alright? And
I have a quick question about that.
Yeah.
Is there something weird in your score for the trombone part on that measure that you might need to clarify for them? Because I'm not sure what they have. Oh, they fixed it. Oh. I have an old school version of the score. I'll show you what I have. I just dated myself. Oh, okay. There's an extra 8th note in the first trombone part. Okay, if that's not the issue, then.
So no other weirdness besides adding an accent.
Okay, go ahead.
So, and then if you have an entrance, I want you to make it like a, hey everybody, I'm coming in right now, and it's about to get real, so you need to notice me, okay? So, if you're entering, I want you to let the whole ensemble know that you are entering, okay? Just make it really powerful, and then you can kind of back down a little bit to be like, all right, I'm in now, all right? So let's start at F again, and make those changes. 1, 2, ready, and. That was a lot better, you guys. I can really hear your awesome entrances. it sounds really good. So let's go, starting at, I'm going to do the measure before G, and let's go until H, okay? So measure before G. 1, 2, ready, and. So starting at 4 after G, everyone's pretty much for the most part, except for horns. Sorry about you. We got some really awesome, like unison awesomeness. Like it's really intense, syncopation, and it's really cool. So we need to make it even cooler because we're a cool ensemble and we have coolness. All right, so I want your articulations to be way over exaggerated. So like your accents, the accentiest that they can ever be, and your staccatos, like super short and detached and awesome, and just awesome rhythms. So we're gonna be awesome, okay? So I want you to clap at 4 after. And I want you to show me with your clapping your over-exaggerated, awesome articulations. Cool? All right. So 4 after G. Clap. 1, 2, right. All right. Let's do that one more time. And make sure that your rhythms are correct, okay, and that we're all together on that, okay? And let's do it again. 1, 2, ready, and. Okay. And then let's do the same thing, but let's sizzle it, okay? So make really over-exaggerated accents and staccatos. So like, especially your staccatos, I think those, like they don't happen too often, so like those really contrast them, okay? So sizzling at the same spot. 1, 2, ready, and. All right, now let's do the same thing, but with our instruments. So really exaggerated articulations, and let's play with a bigger, better sound so that people know that this is a really important big section, okay? 1, 2, ready, and. Guys, that was significantly better. So let's start a measure before G and build into that part, okay? 1, 2, ready, and. So let's look at the 2-2 where it has changed to 2-2. Does anyone know where the melody is? Can anyone raise their hand if they think they have the melody? Right. So we got some horn awesomeness and false brass awesomeness. So let's really make sure that we can hear that, because it's kind of like a new elongated version of what we've been playing. So it's a different section. So we want to feature that a little bit more. So let's start at the 2-2 and go from there. Okay? 1, 2, ready, and.
Alright, so you are out of time. Alright, how'd it go, Angela?
I thought it went well.
Okay. Anything you would do differently, or that worked better than you thought it would, or not quite as well as you thought it would?
I'd probably give more with my conducting.
Okay.
I don't really know what else to say.
Okay. Ensemble. Matt.
I like how Angela came to conduct today, instead of like, you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. The only thing, and I saw this because I was trying to work on this week, was your face like becomes pretty stoic, and it's like, it's kind of funny because you're you when you're talking, but then you're conducting like stoic. So maybe work on that. I thought you knew everything you wanted really well, and so it was good.
The other thing about, kind of along with what Matt's talking about, is you all look different when you're thinking. And that's pretty normal. And so when you're conducting, I think you're thinking about what you're hearing and what you're going to say and all of those sorts of things, so you kind of go away. But as much as you can kind of stay present in the mood and character of the music and the mood and character that you bring to the music, even though you're thinking, and that's a hard thing to do. But that's kind of a next step for you. Okay? Well, Jenna.
I thought like along with that, like you were a lot more of yourself today. But there were some times where I thought you kind of got a little wordy, not like wordy, but you kept repeating yourself a lot that maybe didn't need to necessarily be repeated. I know you're trying to get your point across, but I think sometimes it was like just a little.
Jane.
Yeah, I agree. It took you a couple minutes to get really comfortable, but once you did, it was definitely you up there. You're very energetic. I feel like you might have been a little too energetic though, which is probably possibly why you were a little wordy. To really think about what point you're trying to get across while still maintaining, your energetic fun stuff that you've been doing. Because it's very unique. And, we were laughing, we were having a good time over it. But once you get your point across, then it works out really well.
Good. Patrick?
I would just be careful not to contradict yourself with what you said. At the beginning with having everybody, or the brass play down a dynamic level, and then you asked us to play out again when we entered again. So I was just confused myself. I was like, well, which one do you want me to do? What's written, or do you want me to play down an octave, a dynamic level? So.
What Lisa said, I saw a lot of teaching. That's really good.
I have a couple quick things. Did anyone notice there was something that she said every time she cut you off to stop, when you stopped playing? What was it?
It was good.
It was good. Every time. And sometimes it was good. Or sometimes, and it was much improved, which was good. And when you told them they improved, that was really good, because they had improved. But kind of your default is, okay, that's really good. Now let's blah, blah, blah. So you might want to say, all right, can we go to letter B? I mean, you don't always have to tell them it's good, especially if it's not good. And there was one other word you used a lot that doesn't have a lot of specificity to it. Anyone? Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, like awesomeness and really awesome, and I mean, I think you can get away with using that word once. But I think you have to use it judiciously and not make it awesomeness and super awesome, and kind of figure out different ways to work it in. Because I thought that was a little bit vague. But I do like that you brought yourself kind of today, as Matt was saying. Just be careful to not overdo it, because if I'm just thinking about the high school bands that I've worked with, and if I had gone in and kind of with that much woo, how they would react to that. Anybody have any thoughts of how a high school band might react to it? What might they think? Aaron?
I think at first they'd be like, whoa, she's crazy. But then they would really get into it and things would start to escalate as the day would go on, because it's kind of like a conversation or a teaching approach.
Yeah, good. One thing to be careful with that. High school kids don't rebound quickly from, like, if they're laughing, it takes them forever to refocus. Like, when I'm working with college students, I can work with them differently. I can say something funny, we can all laugh about it, and within 5 seconds, we can be back on track. High school kids are gonna keep going. Junior high kids are way worse. I mean, if you say something funny, you're gonna lose a few minutes of rehearsal. So just keep that in mind. I mean, I think you need to say funny things because that's who you are, but I think you want to place them in places where it makes the most sense to do so. Does that make sense to you? Okay, good. Good, Angela.